Okay, in this exercise, um, we're going to make the decision, should we make something or should we buy it? We're a factory and we have the capacity to make everything, or we could subcontract uh, some of the components. Before we begin, I want to remind you about this sentence that I wrote in a previous exercise. See these fixed costs right here? This is where all the confusion comes in. If we decide to buy it instead of make it, we're still going to incur some of these costs. Some of them will be unavoidable, like the rent of our building. We're still going to pay the rent even if we buy from a subcontractor. Therefore, this number is problematic. Some part of this number is not relevant, and so we need to focus our attention on this line in this exercise. Let me clean this up and we'll start. Okay, we're making carrying cases for a computer, or we're going to buy them. To buy them will cost us $58. And now here's that funky grid down here. I always say it's better to try to solve this first with blank paper. You would really be serving yourself if you try to solve it with blank paper before you try to fit it into the author's funky structure that is not realistic. It's just for the textbook world and for enabling the calculation of points that are assigned to this exercise. You need to be able to think freely. So to buy, where would that be? To buy, it would be right, well, let's just say right there, $58. Now to make it, it's going to cost direct materials, that's a variable cost. Direct labor is a variable cost. And factory overhead, that is variable and fixed. And some of the fixed is avoidable, and some of it is unavoidable. So I know that's not clear, but unavoidable fixed costs are not relevant. I guess I'll leave that. Let's do this now. Finish reading this. It says factory overhead, 38% of labor. Okay, let me change the color here a second. You see this line right here? See that 836? All they're saying is 22 times 0.38 equals 836. Now everything in green is a distraction. It means nothing to us. We don't need it. So let's erase that. Let's continue reading down here. If we manufacture the carrying cases, fixed costs will not increase and variable costs. Okay, this last sentence is what we need. Variable factory overhead, 15% of direct labor costs. So I'm going to make a little side calculation here. The factory overhead, the variable portion is 15% of the labor cost. So what's the labor? 22. What's 15% of 22? That's $3.30. What's the total factory overhead? $8.36. Therefore, the other component would be $5 0.06. Well, I don't need to know the 5 to solve this problem. I need to know this $3.30. So now what's it going to cost me to make? It's going to cost me $26, $22, and $3.30. It's going to cost me $51.30 compared to $58. So this number versus this number, the difference is $6.70. $6.70 goes there. The total cost of making would be $5.30. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that. But most of that's going to be zeros. I'll let you play with that. And I really didn't need this either. This number, right there. Okay, there you go.